If the pressure builds up inside you and has nowhere to go, it only makes sense that it'll find a way to escape somehow, either through a nervous breakdown or something a lot worse. Everyone experiences a breakdown differently. I simply shut down, lie on the bed, stare into nothing, and feel as if I'm so exhausted that it's impossible to get up, move a muscle, or even breathe. I grew up in a completely average family, not poor, not rich, except that before I even learned to walk, my parents were already divorced, and so it only makes sense that I became the quiet kid in school. And the only reason I wasn't bullied was because I was simply too boring. You'd never get an interesting reaction out of me, so I was mostly just left alone with my thoughts. As you could imagine, it became something of a cycle that just kept repeating and making everything so much worse over the years. I had little to no friends, so after classes the only thing I was looking forward to was the internet and video games, but even that was getting old. At some point, if I tried opening one of my favorite video games, I'd be excited for a few minutes, only to get bored and close it after just 20 minutes. After living like this for so many years, I began asking myself, is this really how I'm going to be like for the rest of my life? Back then, it seemed like no matter what I did, it just ended up making everything worse. Every attempt at social interaction ended with embarrassment and awkward situations. It got so bad that simply going outside to buy some bread seemed like an impossible task that would stress me out so much. I ended up virtually dysfunctional for the rest of the day. And eventually, the pressure just gets so bad that you don't even feel like you deserve a better life, that you don't deserve to get better, to have friends, to be loved, or to even live. When I was crossing a bridge, I looked down and imagined falling. When I took a bus, I imagined getting into an accident. And when I went to sleep, I imagined never waking up. And these thoughts weren't scary, they were desirable. But then I started asking myself, do I really want to disappear, or do I just want things to get better? If I was standing in front of two buttons, one of which would make me drop instantly and the other one would fix every major problem in my life, which one would I press? During your worst moments, it may feel like no one cares, as if your problems are unfixable and that there's no bright future ahead of you. But if there's one thing that I understood, is that your condition, pressure, stress, depression, anxiety, they don't just make you feel bad, they also manipulate your thoughts. That's when even the simplest tasks seem impossible. Something that would normally take you 5 minutes takes you an hour. Cleaning your room, brushing your teeth, going outside. When your emotional side tells you that you can't do it, you're still in control, and your rational side is the one that makes decisions. I don't know about you, but I made my decision. I'd press the blue button. Not because it's the right thing to do, not because someone told me to, but because I know what a good life can feel like. Those few moments of joy that I felt, no matter how rare or distant they were, they reminded me that life can be good. Of course, it's not as easy as pressing a button. In fact, it's very, very difficult. But if you work hard enough, try new things, learn, take even the smallest steps towards improving, you'll one day find yourself in a situation where you haven't had any self-exit thoughts for a while. If there's one thing that you're gonna take away from this video, let it be this. It's worth it. It will get better, I promise.